you have not been feeding your baby breast milk, you've been giving formula to a week-old baby. Why? Yes, because I've not been lactating. The milk is not flowing. So what do? Do I starve the baby? Then you are the cause. Yes, you are the cause. If you have not been lactating, your breast milk has not been flowing the way it should, you are the cause, because I have once been in your shoe, I was once there, and there are just little changes you need to make for you to become a milk production factory. So if you're in this shoe, come closer, because in today's video, I am sharing with you expert-based tips that has helped thousands of moms, including me. Yes, this is based on personal experience now. It has helped them to produce more milk for their baby, and trust me, the journey of exclusive breastfeeding is going to be easy and cheap. So let's go straight into it. So I want you to stay to the end of this video, because I'll be listing supply killers. Yes, those things that can kill your breast milk supply that you do ignorantly and you don't know. Yes, I'll be telling you in the last part of this video, and then what you should pay attention to, I will be telling you. So the first question I'm going to ask you: how often do you drink water as a nursing mother? Yes, I got you. Yeah. If you are dehydrated, you cannot produce enough milk. Dehydration and milk production are not friends. Just in case you don't know, even mild dehydration can slow down the rate at which you produce milk. So what does this mean? You need to take water regularly. Your water intake must be at the peak and at the top. Do not be dehydrated, okay? You just have to stay hydrated always, and then start consuming milk producing foods. Yes, oatmeal. In my own case, I consume more of oatmeal and local pap, akamu. Yes, they worked for me. For some people, they will say, but in most cases, I have seen women who take pap serious and they produce milk. So the first thing you have to do now is stay hydrated and eat milk producing meal. Take oatmeal, take pap. I'm going to show you video of where I take. In fact, I have someone constant that produces my pap for me, and I'm still going to share with you a video how I was able to use my meal, the food I eat, to produce enough milk for my baby. Before delivery at all, I have started taking this serious. Yes, that is how intentional I was about breast milk production. Trust me, I was once in your shoe. I had suffered lactation when I had my first child, and this time around I never allowed it. I was able to supply a lot of milk for my baby. Yes, I can show you video of where I even pump milk for my baby as reserve at the crèche. So in case you don't know, there are certain foods that helps you produce milk. Leafy green vegetables, the food you eat play a huge role in your milk production, just in case you don't know. Now, another thing you should take serious is frequent nursing and power pumping. Are you the type of that nursing mom that, okay, you put your baby to breast and you're like, he's not taking it, it's not coming out, and as a result you are discouraged and you put the baby down? No, you will not produce milk that way. If you, for the first few weeks of delivery, of childbirth, you might not be able to produce milk, but the work is in your hand as a mother. You keep trying until that, if in case you have not heard, that the suckling of your baby, once your baby is able to latch well on the nipples, the suckling of your baby will send a signal to your brain that yes, it is time to start producing milk. So if you don't continue this practice, these are the things that I learned from my mistake when I had my first baby. So I prepared myself this time around, and trust me, that's going to be a story for another day. When I had my child from the hospital, from day one, the first time we tried our mother to son time feeding him, I tried and I make sure he latched well. As soon as he was able to latch, I pressed and I pressed so much that the milk, I pressed and I pressed well so that the milk can at least come out. Once he's able to feel something, you know, he will want to grab it, and that was it. That was how easy it was. I'm not trying to say you're not trying, but these are the things you should consider. Do frequent nursing. Do not just leave the baby and say the baby is not taking it. These were mistakes I once made when I had my first child. Please, frequent nursing. And there is also something we call power pumping, because milk production works on what a principle of supply and demand. Your baby is demanding milk and you have to supply it. So if you don't practice this constant nursing, then you won't be able to supply enough breast milk. Practice skin to skin with your baby. These are the things that matters. Okay, then if you can try power pumping, if you are the kind of mom that you are interested in pumping breast milk, power pumping is a process by moms that you pump for, let's say 20 minutes. You pump your milk, whether it is flowing well or not, just make sure you're pumping. After pumping for that minute, you rest for like 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you go ahead and pump again. Now the more you are doing this, you are sending signal to your body for your brain to release that hormones that start producing breast milk. This is the way you can help yourself. Now the next thing you are doing that you don't know, many moms, new moms, nursing moms are guilty of this, because the pressure of a newborn baby gets to you, makes you overwhelmed, and before you know it, you are undergoing stress. Now there is an hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. This hormone is induced in the body once the body has been subjected to stress. Now this cortisol affects your lactation rate. So if you are the type that you have a newborn and then you are stressing yourself, and trust me, there is always baby blues and all of those things. You don't sleep at night, baby is always crying, and then some other things that you indulge yourself in, and before you know it, you are undergoing stress. Trust me, stress is one of the, let me call it, milk killer. Milk production, or what else do I call it? It will totally bring down your milk production if you subject your body to stress. Now, after watching this video, I want you to try something. Try and introduce some relaxation techniques. Look for a way that you can try resting, sleeping. You know, I remember then when I complained when I had my first child, I went back to the hospital, I complained to them, I have not been sleeping and all those things, even during the day. And the nurses were like, once your baby is asleep, go ahead and sleep. I'm sure you've heard this before. Once your baby is sleeping, go ahead and sleep. This thing is very important too. But we mother will just be so stubborn and say, hey, that is when I have time to answer my customers. That is when the baby is asleep is when I have time to quickly do some things. If you are not careful, you will be stressed. You might break down. You are suffering your body, at the same time suffering the little innocent baby from getting enough milk. So please try resting techniques. And if you are the type that you are blessed, you have people around you, seek for help, support. Your partner is also in the game with you. Let your partner help you. These things are important. They are the things that interfere with your milk production. Now, the next important point I want to talk about is proper latching and emptying of the breast. Yes, I am, from my personal experience, like I told you, one of the challenges I had was I was unable to put my baby to breast properly. If you have been attentive at your antenatal class, they would have shown you and explained to you how to put baby to breast. I was taught this when I had my first child, but trust me, I didn't get it on time. This was one of the challenges I had. But the second time, when I had my second baby, it was no longer a challenge because I was prepared. Like, this thing, affliction shall not rise the second time. You get it? So, putting your baby to breast, letting your baby latch properly is one of the challenges. If your baby is not suckling the nipple properly, is not suckling well, and nothing is coming out of the baby's mouth, it's going to be a great challenge, because the suckling of your child, I've said it earlier, that the suckling of your child is going to send signal to your brain, to your body, that yes, it is time to produce milk. But if the latching is wrong, is not done properly, you will be stressed, the baby will be stressed. Because you are bending and saying, oh, you're not putting your mouth well and all of that, the baby is also trying and struggling to get the latch position. So please get your latching well, and at the same time, you can go online, go and Google different breastfeeding positions. It will help you. Another thing is emptying the breast. That is, you're feeding your baby on one side, ensure the baby sucks very well. That is a case where the milk is already flowing. Ensure your baby sucks that part very well. Almost empty that part before switching to another part. Now that is going to send a signal that yes, there is need for more milk. in that place. We are running out of milk on that side, and there's going to be milk supply. Okay. Now the next point I'll be talking about are herbal supplements and lactation tea. This, for the sake of this video, I will not be recommending any, but you can meet with maybe healthcare providers or go online, and I have seen mothers who said that there are herbal supplements, moringa, fenugreek, and the likes that worked so much, and they were able to supply enough of milk. For me, I never tried that. But if you're a mom watching me right now, you are one of those who use herbal as a recommendation that helps you as a remedy for your breast milk supply, let us know in the comment section. Yes, to the last part of this video, I said I will be telling you those supply killers. Now, number one of them is supplementing with baby formula. I know many of us are career women. We cannot exclusively breastfeed our baby. But if you allow feeding your baby with formula to be more than breast milk, then you are doing what? You are killing your breast milk production. If you are the busy kind of mom, you are the career mom, and you know you cannot exclusively breastfeed your baby for long, you want to supplement with formula, ensure the breast milk is more than the formula. And you can also try expressing. Yes, you can also try expressing. I did that. I expressed breast milk for my baby when I knew it was needed. Another supply killer is using pacifier. Using pacifier when it is feeding time. You notice your baby is not feeling somehow uncomfortable, and you feel like, oh, this baby wants to disturb me, and the next thing you shut the baby's mouth with pacifier. No, you are what? You are killing your own breast milk production and supply, and at the same time you are what? Affecting the little innocent baby. So please take the pacifier out of the way. Another supply killer is spacing the feeding time too much. Yes, these babies have timing of feeding. Now, if you are the type of mom that you have spaced out the feeding time so much that the baby is even going hungry, and it is time for you to express again and try and practice the nursing process, but you are spacing out the feeding time, trust me, is not going to help you at all. Now the last supply killer is birth control pills, especially the ones with estrogen. Please, you don't want to do this at early stage of delivery, because your baby needs to enjoy more of breast milk, and some of these pills will impact your breast milk supply negatively. So if you have been doing any of these things, watch it. Now, I said I'll be telling you what you should pay attention to, and what you should pay attention to is what works for me might not work for you. The method that works for me might not work for you. I saw a mom who says whenever she eats amala, I mean good amala and ewedu soup, she will supply, she will lactate so much. And then I was so surprised when I saw another mom who said that her own is garri with a lot of groundnuts. Once she puts groundnuts and drink that garri to her satisfaction, she said throughout that day she will never lack, her baby will never lack breast milk. And I was like, wow. So you can see in this case that someone will take just garri and groundnut and will be able to produce enough milk. But in your own case, you might need to go extra mile. You might not even need that garri. So please, what you should do in this case is study your body very well. Know what works for me. Know what works for you. For me, in my own case, I have once been in that shoe where I was unable to lactate at the first few weeks of delivery, but I was able to learn, and I learned from my mistake, and I stayed corrected, and this helped me in my second experience. I hope someone finds this video helpful. Click the like button. Do not go without subscribing. Yes, do not leave without subscribing. Share this video to someone out there. There is one nursing mother out there that needs to see this video. Thank you for staying true to the end of this video. Till we meet again in another one. I love you all. Bye.